Can you try? I will try.
Well, he was a fat dying person at this point.
He really was.
Oh, is this when he was dying?
Yeah, it's when like Teen Wolf's dead when he came to tell him he was a werewolf. I think we should talk, Scotty.
Great hair. Great hair.
Great hair.
Great hair.
I think this song, "Friend of the Devil."
What's that sound like? This is the only song I know.
I think you'd like Friend of the Devil.
I am Friend of the Devil.
I'll tell you this also, Bobby. You'll end up liking "Friend of the Devil" is a great song, but it's Mike probably will disagree with this, but it's better to me. It's covered wonderfully a lot. Mm-hmm. That song's been covered.
Dude, it makes me want to dump.
Bobby, you're always on the verge of a dump, and not from your butt. You're like that South Park episode where they shit out of their mouths.
Is that a surgery side effect?
Yeah. That's what it is, dumping.
He goes, all right, Bobby, we were in there. We accidentally flipped your stomach and your asshole, though. So you have to eat through your butt and shit out your mouth. You got it, Lou?
Didn't get sleep last night till the morning.
He really is a whiny fucking doof.
Who's this?
It's that man. I do like this cover a lot, but his mopey voice is a pain in the nuts.
Yes.
Counting Crows.
Yeah, I mean it sounds good. I like the Counting Crows, but he does sound like, it just sucks.
I tell you, one of my favorite things though, it makes me laugh, and you could probably find it.
My album on louisck.com.
Oh yes,
Killbox.
Great Killbox.
Hey.
Adam Duritz doing Round Here live is one of my favorite live. Like, it's too much because the best part, by the way, he ruins the best part of the song 100% of the time. Best part of the song is she says she's thinking of jumping. She must be tired of life. She must be tired of something round here. You know that?
Sure.
She's always
when he does it live, he goes. First of all, he talks a bunch of it through, which is annoying, right? Yeah. He's always like, she says she's thinking of jumping. She says she's tired of life. Yeah, well, everybody's sick and tired of something if you're out there round here. It's like he just fucking jerks it off so hard.
Scatting. That's one of the earlier conversations you and I had, Jay, was about how some bands, when you go see them live, you just want to see them play the songs the way it is on the album, and that's it. You know what I mean?
100%.
Don't take me on a journey.
Why? I like journeys.
No, man.
It brought me back to your friendship when you guys both had long hair.
Yeah.
Listen, you could put it. You want to put a little reprise in there or something? It's when me and Christine see. Last two times we saw Tool at the end of they close on Stinkfist, and when the big build-up leads to the "I'll Keep Digging" part, they built up to it and then just go into like a 3-minute crazy like instrumental thing, and then it all comes back to the. Oh, it's one of the coolest things. Bring it up a little. 46 and 2, not 46 and 2. Stinkfist, Rock on the Range, and go towards the end.
That was my nickname in high school. FYI.
Why?
Because I used to stick my fist in guys' assholes and teach them.
So it's exactly what I was going to guess.
100%. Yeah, I took only bullies though.
I think you have some weird thing like.
If you bullied somebody, I stuck my fist in your ass. Stinkfist Kelly's on his way. Yeah.
The low-risk vigilante.
Yeah.
He goes, hey, thanks for the lunch money, idiot. He goes, you'll see, Stinkfist Kelly's on his way here.
Yeah.
You better use that lunch money quick, buddy.
It was just a bat signal. It was just a fist with
I had a hoodie with one sleeve missing.
That was your fist and hoodie?
My stick fist.
Is this the breakdown part still?
Oh, man.
Go back to where it does it.
So much.
Turn the volume up on this. Yeah, go back.
Now, we're watching this video on YouTube. What concert is this? What is this?
This is Tool.
Tool where?
Rock on the Range. I was at this.
Is this recent or is this a long time ago?
2018.
5 years.
Turn it up. Back up. You gotta back up more.
So you're trying to get a massage from your girl. Back
Right there.
Up, down, over,
Keep going.
down, right there. No,
use knuckles.
Over there, up, down.
Give me a Bobby Stinkfist.
Left.
BA, select start.
Up.
Yeah, let it go from here. This is awesome. But I don't like when someone deviates too far from this. You got to give the parts. You know what I mean? And if you go high in a song, you bet. I'll tell you, I get a lot of shit for it. Korn, they go for it. Like live when they put, oh, here it is. The crowd gets so stoked.
Remember how close we were when we saw him at Barclays?
Yeah, on Molly.
Yep.
Watch the crowd get so boned up and they get
You like Tool, Bobby?
I do like Tool.
They're great.
Me and Max
Here.
drive around listening to Tool.
God, the visuals is so
It's intense.
Is this when he was up in the back and not showing himself?
He's always
in the back, right? Well, not always. He used to come out front.
Oh, I mean, in like the 90s. That's been his thing, though. Yeah. He stays in a weird outfit.
Why?
Because it's about the screen and the drummer.
And doesn't the guitar player create all those?
Oh yeah. Also, the guitar player is like a special effects genius who did. He did like the original
Jurassic Park 3?
The original Jurassic Park.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the Chinese guy?
No. He's a white dude.
The white dude that did the documentary on?
No, he wasn't the main. He was just worked on them. He's one of the guys who made it. He's a special effects. So he's made all their videos. Wait. Oh, I thought that was the part where it was going to come back.
It's so funny. I remember going to that concert with you, and you go, dude, you should put in earplugs. And I've been to so many concerts, and I never wore earplugs. I'm like, what do I need earplugs for? And I had them in my hand, and they came out, and the bass hit. And one of the earplugs went like flying out of my hand. It was so loud. I had one, and I kept moving them from ear to ear. Oh my God. We were like 5th row, 6th row. It's the loudest show I've ever been to.
You've been at this show right here?
No, Barclays.
Same show, though.
I've only seen them once.
Turn it up, Lou. Let's feel it.
God, they're so good.
Digging till I feel something. I love sad, melodramatic music and lyrics, desperate lyrics. Josh Adam Myers makes me laugh so hard. His impression of Korn, he just goes, Korn songs are all, my mind is full of sorrow. There's sorrow in my mind. Like, what a perfect impression of Korn.
Then you throw
everything's full of sadness. Daddy never cared about me.
They never picked me up from school.
I caught the ball and no one was there.
She wouldn't be my Valentine.
My mind is full of sorrow. There's sorrow in my mind.
It's just the same thing over
love
and over.
is love is love is love, and then we're all dead.
What was it? Bill Burr got me when we saw Iron Maiden years ago. He goes, this guy, all of his lyrics are he describes a bunch of things and then goes, was it real or a crazy dream? Because this guy's had a lot of crazy dreams. As someone of every song, he goes, could it be a crazy dream?
I remember I made such a dummy out of myself when you and I went to go see Korn at, where the hell did we go see him?
Irving Plaza.
We went backstage and they had a stack of pizzas. Do you remember? And they had like, I was trying to like slyly grab a slice of pizza on my way out, but the cheese like congealed. So I pulled it down like a Jenga tower. It was like pizza. I felt like Garth. I'm like, this guy know how to party or what?
That was a fat dude move.
Yeah, it totally was. It was a stone guy move.
Yeah, whenever I go meet Korn after the shows, I'm always like, everyone still remembers, right? Remember the great, wonderful times we had?
That drummer, Ray?
Yeah, he's I just saw him. He came to me and Bobby's show the other night.
He's the best.
Which one?
The Crowdwork show in Nashville.
Oh, yeah. I was working.
Yeah, but he had to split. And they had to split like the babysitter got sick.
Yeah.
Does he live
I was
there
out in
now?
out in the crowd for 4 hours.
Oh,
Jay was in the back.
We have not discussed this fully yet, but poor Bobby in Nashville, that show on Wednesday night.
Well, we agreed to do a show in Nashville, and then he was like, let's just do the Crowdwork show. And I was like, great, we're going to go up together. But then at the last minute, I'm like, just let me do the mic and the crowd. It will be you're up here, I'm out there. But I forgot that Jay...
It's an endless job.
Yeah.
Jay goes back in. And I'm out there with some comic. And for some reason, they started trashing me.
Which was... I even said when it was Court McCown, we get on stage, you started trashing Bobby right away. I go, it's not really the energy of the show, guy.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like teaming up on the audience, you know?
Yeah.
Having fun together. I always say, I goes, I don't even say you can bust their balls. When I describe the show, I go, there's an audience mic out there, so you could have a microphone to hear the audience, and you could also play with them.
Yeah.
Like, you could bounce off each other. And then it's just like, Bobby, you look like blah, 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 you piece of shit. It's like, Bobby's half asleep. He's been out there for an hour and a half already. He's like, huh?
Yeah, it was fucking and they kept bringing people out, and I started getting thirsty, and there was no water, and I was hungry, and then I see Jay coming up with like chip dip on his face. Hey, what's up, guys? I got another guy, and there's like laughter coming from the back.
Oh no!
Oh my
Oh,
god!
we were having so much fun in the back.
And then Christine grabbed me like a pit crew. She's like, "If you need a break, Jay told me to come out." I'm like, "No, I'll finish it, champ."
No, he said first. She said you went, yeah, like you got a reprieve. And he's like, how many more people? And she's like, I think 2. He goes, no, I'm gonna just get through it.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
It was not, and then people started leaving in the back because it was a long show.
Yeah.
We usually put like 3 or 4 people on that show.
It was a lot.
Most.
It was over 2 hours.
You should get a camel back for next time.
Dude, it was fucking bad. My plantar fasciitis kicked in.
Oh, I bet.
Like I was limping to the last guy, and then I went over to the last guy. The last guy came out had autism, but he also had a nervous tick.
Yeah, his body shakes.
So his body
AJ
shakes.
Wilkerson.
Funny guy.
Very funny, yeah.
He comes out and trashes me. Like says something to me. I'm like, I had everything in my body to hold back every fucking shaky joke I wanted to give. You want to play craps?
Fucking human food processor.
yeah. You give hand jobs, huh? Dude, and
He goes, let me put a little dressing on this salad. He goes, AJ,
there's one guy in the back that I just stayed away from because he's sick. I know he was sick.
Right.
I saw the guy. He had a hat pulled down, very gaunt, with somebody and kind of trying to keep to himself. So I stayed away from him the whole show. And immediately he goes, that guy right there.
Oh,
and I was like, no. He's like, right there. What's wrong with you? And I was like, oh, God. The guy went, I just recovered from throat cancer.
Oh, Christ.
The guy goes like this, what? And I went,
Oh.
I said he just recovered from throat cancer. He goes, really? And I put the mic, I went, yes. That's what he said. You fucking idiot. The guy, leave him alone, Shakes.
Wow.
He's a gaunt man.
Yeah.
Bobby's in the crowd lighting him. Wrap it up.
I wanted to leave an hour ago. I have to get chemo.
I'm afraid to walk through crowds. I wish I never smoked.
Dude,
There was a couple in the audience who had an autistic child at home. And really were just super cool about just making fun of that situation.
I really did.
It's great when you feel that out and you're like, but I really have always found this to be true. Special ed teachers, people who work in that field, or people who have kids that are like mentally challenged like that, are the first to they don't mind those. I rarely have I ever seen that turn like. They're like our daughter, because they're like they're almost happy to laugh about it. Because yes, it's a very difficult like life,
right?
So I think they're like okay to make light of it.
Yeah,
I've never seen it. It's always people who have nothing attached to that at all. They're just like, that's so shitty to do. It goes, they're laughing because it's come on, we know it sucks.
I didn't even meet the dude from Korn.
Yeah.
That was the whole
He's a
thing.
sick drummer.
You're like, dude, he's coming down. You got to meet him. You got to love him. I was like so excited, but I was out there hanging with cancer patients and autistic parents, fucking all night. I was a fucking
Bobby with one foot's out of his shoe. He's fucking rubbing his corns.
Your autism, folks.
Sucks,
dude. I had a headache from not eating.
I bet.
There's also a guy, Josh Edemeyer's tattoo artist, who was hammered in the front row and was just living his own thing. Again, it's one of those rough things. He's a fan, and you go, he meant everything he did, he meant well, but he had no idea. That lack of sense that I'm like, everyone around you, dude, is so sick of you, and they hate you.
Yeah.
It's not even me. I'm fine. You're being sweet to me, technically, so it's like...
He's a sweet guy.
But you're like, this crowd hate, because no matter what was going on, I'm like, so Bobby, what's that guy over there saying? Bobby's like, oh, they're married, and this guy's just like... Fucking Big J, dude. Fucking Big J, right there.
Yeah, and then I come over
He's
and
right
like,
there.
Bob Kelly, man,
Yeah.
this is...
If Bob got near him.
He kept going, you look so good, man.
I'm so proud of you,
So
man.
proud of you, man.
There's a walking bag of Molly.
I'll tell you what.
Dude, Nate Bargatze was on stage, and he started doing it for Nate, and we're talking to people off in the thing.
And Nate trashed me too, by the way. Nate trashed me, and he looked like a fucking popsicle. I mean, this fucking cocksucker.
Bobby was funny. Bobby would... It was... One of my favorite things ever is like a delayed like response to not realizing what's happening. Years ago on Ron and Fez, Chris
Italia?
Chris, no.
Stanley?
Chris Stanley. Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. But I used to call him Pepper Hicks at that time.
Yeah.
When they always called him Miss Pepper Hicks. Someone called him in, and he has a nice phone call with the show. And he goes, all right, I'm going to go. He goes, Pepper Hicks. He goes, later, you fucking cunt, or something like that. And, no, he goes, you fucking piece of shit, or something like that. And Chris goes, oh, thanks, man, you fucking cunt face. And just the timing, I'm doing it no justice, because the timing of it was everything. Just the way he realized after his thank you that it was like, no, it was mean. And Bobby was having that. You know, I'd be like, hey, Bobby, so and so. And Bobby be like, yeah, let's go over here and talk to them. Like, hey, Bobby, you used to be fat. You're still fat, you fucking asshole. And Bobby be like, what's happening? Like, why?
What the fuck?
Because you told me.
And then Bobby's gonna be like, you look like a fucking jerk off, you fucking asshole.
It was because he told me, because I know that I've done the show.
Sure.
I know how it's supposed to go.
It's not a comic stress and comic. It's roasts.
Nobody paid attention. What happened was, this is what happened. They came out and realized that it's not as easy as you think it is, but I'm here for you. I'm here. So Jay, thank God Jay came back out towards the end. He would come out with people, because I don't know if someone told you that these guys were like, hey.
No, I just did with people who asked me to.
Okay.
But I got out of the one. This is another really funny thing about the story.
But you came out, and for some reason, when they failed at trashing the audience, they would attack me. And it's, you know me, dude. I'm like, hey, man, that's cool. What the fuck are you talking about, you fucking dumb popsicle? I would snap really quick. But remember the old lady? The two old ladies?
Oh, yeah.
What was happening?
We could have given those girls the business, Bobby, me and you. We could have took those two old biddies back to the room and gave them a little romp.
Yeah, we'd have to fucking need vacuum cleaners when we were done with their vagina. Clean up the dust that shot out of their assholes. They were mad. I felt so bad.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Hey, Sally. Hey, Kathy. Come on back to the room.
Just come in witch hazel.
Hey, park your horses in the back. Right over there. That's good. Dude.
Come up. I'll give you a little head for one straw penny.
Take off your hat, Sally, and your girdle. Dude, she kept... So you're smashing her. The other comics are smashing her. And she kept grabbing me going, please, no more. I don't want any more. Leave me alone. And I'm like...
Really?
I almost started crying.
The long-haired one?
The long-haired one was like, I'm done. Can you just stay away from me?
Done.
Well, in fairness, though, she was making herself center of attention for most of the show. She just wanted no... Just wanted no moss.
No moss. He said no. Dude, she almost started crying. I mean, it made me tear up.
Also, here's the thing. It should have just been her being made fun of for, I don't know, hour and 20 minutes. Instead, she was made fun of solidly for 2.5 hours.
Wow.
It was.
So they just kept. So the best part was I got out of one. So they go. Court McCown was like, "Go up with me. Would you go up with me?" And I was like, "No, I usually just introduce, and then you and Bobby will like work. Bobby's out there for you." And he's like, "Yeah, could you stay up there for like a little bit?" And you're like, "Yes." And I stayed up there for him, and then I brought up Nate, who wanted me to be up there with him too. He asked me to be up there with him, so I went up there and we did it with Nate, and then I brought the next comic and walked off. And when I was outside, the Brad. Dorfman.
Dorfman, yeah.
Brian Dorfman.
Brian Dorfman.
Brian Dorfman came, and he was feeling good, and he was just like, "Yo, we should put Killer Bees on the show." Now, Killer Bees. Let me give you my interesting history with Killer Bees.
I remember this guy.
I don't even know who he was until that night. But
I know, and Bobby.
No?
But it's that makes it so much funnier that Bobby didn't, because this is great. So Killer Bees was like a bit of like, I don't want to say this in a negative way at all, but he was a bit of a never was, in the sense of like he has his audience, and he's on that show Moonshiners. I think he's got like a good following again. I think he's doing good for himself. Yeah, and he's a good dude. I worked with him a billion years ago. I got a weekend featuring for a few different people around the improvs in Florida. I don't know why I was moving around so much, but it was like Louis C.K. at the Seminole Hard Rock, and then to Miami for Adele Givens, and then back to Seminole Hard Rock for Killer Bees.
Okay.
And Killer Bees, I went on before him. He was very nice. His wife, who he's still with, I see her, very nice. I think he had his kids with him even.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, it's nice to meet you guys." I don't have a featured, and I go up there, and I'm like, you ever sucker cunt? Who comes on the face? And everybody loves it up the ass and whatever. And it went well. And then he got on. I didn't realize he's just like a super like clean, family friendly. And he goes on stage, and his first 10 minutes are going like, I don't know what the hell that crap was. You can't say things like that. I'm sorry y'all had to deal with that. And then when I got off stage, he gave me a talking to over his merch table of shirts that all say "Save up."
Save
That's
up.
his thing.
That's his thing.
That's
yeah.
that was his quote at the time. Save up.
Like wash your ass.
So this is great though. So then I don't see him for years and years. And we bump into each other in Nashville one time. I'm doing the late shows on a weekend. They used to break up split weekends. And first, the early shows were Killer Bees. And they've told me in Nashville, too, that Killer Bees, in his to his credit, they said Nashville, or Zanies just in general, probably wouldn't. They gave him very much credit for that place standing because in the beginning when they couldn't sell tickets, he did have this like Southern following. And he would like sell the place like out for them a couple times a month. And it would like keep the doors open for another like another month, and so they give him that credit. And I know he's like he was almost one of the the blue collar comedy guys. Like he's just in that world. And I saw him that weekend, and he was just same thing with Lisa Lampanelli was like shitty to me the first time I ever met her, like really shitty to me. I see them years later, and it's just like it never happened. And Killer Bee's like, Big J, because I've been following your career and you're doing. He's just, I mean, a doll of a guy, and I'm just like, I'll accept that. That's fine. Cut ahead to this thing. I saw Killer Bees. We already smoked pot with him and his wife. They're great and everything. And Dorfman goes, "You should put on Killer Bees. You should put on the crowd work." He goes, "Crowd work's not his thing at all. It'll be really funny." He's even saying he doesn't want to and shouldn't, but I'm saying he should go on. I think. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. If he wants to do it, he goes, he wants to do it. He's saying he doesn't want to and that he can't do it, but he'll be great. He's like, just go on with him. Like, do it with him. He's putting that one on me again, and I'm like, I don't want to do that.
No.
At all. And then inside is Josh Wolf, who's on mushrooms. And Josh Wolf, now Dorfman's goes like, Josh was like, should I go up on this thing? And then Dorfman, in his drunkenness, goes, you guys should go on together. And I was like, yeah. I thought that was, I pushed that idea because I'm like, now I don't have to be on stage at all.
Yeah.
Dude, so I go up on stage and I bring up two magazine comedians coming up here. And I go, Josh Wolf and Killer Bees. And they clap. Josh Wolf on mushrooms grabs the microphone and puts a foot up on the monitor in the front of the stage and just starts working the crowd like he's doing the job. Killer Bees, and Bobby, I need your perspective on this because I'm watching it from the back. Killer Bees just held a drink and just like stood not near a microphone the whole time. I just watched he just observed Josh Wolf working the stage, the audience from on stage. He just stood there. There's like an old man standing there holding a drink. It looks crazy.
Here's the problem, and yes, I'm doing social media as we're doing.
I appreciate that. Duck lips.
Because I love Lou. Listen to me. I'm telling you right now, I was in the crowd and he was talking. He was doing crowd work.
Yeah.
But the microphone was 5 feet away from his face.
Yeah.
And I kept going, "Hey, sir," because I don't know if I'm gonna fucking burn a bridge somewhere. You know what I mean? I'm like, "Sir, you need to step."
Because Bobby doesn't know him. Bobby's really like he's not even throwing like the elder like comic respect in him. He's going like, I think Bobby at one point was like, because you should probably know this when you have to say into a microphone, you dummy.
I literally said, I go, the microphone works. You have to talk into the microphone for the rest of us to hear you.
And he's just walking around going,
I was, dude, my blood sugar was low, my feet were hurting, and he stuck out this guy who
Your
was
sciatica
talking.
was acting up.
Dude.
He kept getting furious. He goes, and Jay's outside smoking cigarettes and weed with everybody. And I was.
Fucking nuts.
Every comic went on stage, I'd go outside, I'm like, it's time for a cigarette. And I'd go, talking, and they go, hey, I gotta go get the person off stage. I'll be back out in 2 minutes.
You come in, Bobby's delivering fucking martinis to tables and shit.
I was sitting by the door. I could hear the fun through the door. I could hear, and I'm out there, and the guy's going, what do I do now? I'm like, fucking talk to them.
You go in, and Bobby's like, text laugh to 80203 for free tickets to
tired.
Thursday.
I was so tired at the end of that night.
Oh, my
Bobby
God,
was
dude,
done.
I can't even.
No, that was back to the hotel. That wasn't even a cookout night.
Man.
No cookout that night.
No, we did cook out that night.
Did we go again?
Did we?
No, I don't know.
We didn't go again.
Did you guys go to that fun
no,
bar that's got like all the fun like cornhole and all that shit outside?
No,
you know, like that?
We went the fuck
No,
back.
we went to Kid Rock.
I had to go home.
We
pack.
embarrassed ourselves to Kid Rock.
I had to go home, pack, soak my feet in Epsom salt in the tub.
Do you legit have sciatica?
No, I don't.
I think I do.
I don't. I do have plantar fasciitis though, and I do have a low tolerance for working like a dog
Yeah.
You want
for
to have
3 hours.
You want to have a rolfer? We could have a rolfer come on the show again.
A roll cum?
A rolfer.
What's a rolfer?
It's not roll cum. And when you guessed it, I feel like you knew that.
I don't know what a rolfer is, Jason.
Rolfing is deep, aggressive tissue massage. So that they will come in here with their hands and break up that fascia.
I'm in.
But it's why it's good audio. And am I right, Jacob? Is because you're going to make horrible noises.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in.
Can we look into it, Christine? Look into a rolfer again?
Will they do my back?
Oh yeah, they'll not only do your back, they'll push your back until it touches your front. I forgot. Me and Bert Kreischer, when I did his Bert casting, I forgot that when they did rolfing to us on that show Cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Dion Cole started having blood come out of his mouth and nose. It was crazy. Yeah, they call it medics in.
This is serious.
That was from the jokes he stole from me. Hello. Where'd that come from?
Without it being too uncomfortable for the client.
What the hell?
You've had this done, Bobby?
I've had this done. I did a college tour. I did a NACA. Remember NACA?
Yeah.
So I did a NACA Northeast region. Let me put this up a little bit. I'm sorry, Lou. I did a Northeast region, and there's 50 schools. And at the last minute, I said, I'm not being clean. I'm being dirty. If I get one school, that's a school that wants me.
Right.
Because all the comics were dying, bombing in front of I went out and did my regular set, fucking murdered. Just murdered. The next day, they all go into this room and they go, okay, Kathy, blah, blah, blah. And a couple of people raised. They said, Robert Kelly, 49 out of 50 schools hired me.
Wow.
Good thing about that, it was like never been done. It was like I made the cover of NACA magazine that year. Bad thing
NACA
is...
Quarterly?
NACA Quarterly. No, it was NACA for the yearly.
NACA Yearly.
But the bad thing about it is when they get you like that, they can block book you. Mm-hmm. So you go from like $10,000 a show to like 50 cents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like $3,000 a show.
Yeah, it's not even. It was $1,000 a show.
You have to buy books to do
this.
this.
It was fucking terrible. So I bought a car. I literally bought a car. It was like Smokey and the Bandit. I was like, I need a car, faster car. And I bought a brand new Honda CRV or whatever it was. And I went on the road for 2 months by myself. And I would just go school to school to school. And I lost feeling in 3 fingers because I would be driving so much in the winter that I got a pinched nerve in my neck. My right arm would get stuck in mic position because I would be squeezing it so tight from anxiety. Because you'd show up and I think you might have done a couple of these with me. Where the light, I think you might have done a couple of these schools with me where they had no lights, and I asked for water. They give you a cup of water from a fountain.
Oh, you'd be in the cafeteria performing on like they pushed 5 tables together.
Yeah. Fucking terrible.
You're next to like a cookie tray or some shit.
I showed up one. There was nuns.
Hallways.
There was 4 nuns with the hats. What? In the fucking audience, and I went, in my contract, I get to say whatever I want. They were like, yeah, say whatever you want. They're just going to be there. I'm like,
oh great.
I'm going to fucking hell. Like I'm a Catholic.
Do you? Did I ever tell you? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So then, I did this whole thing, but when I came back, I had no feeling in my 3 fingers, my back, my arm. So Dawn hooked me up with this guy, Bill, who was a gay dude that she knew, but was a masseuse, but like was one of these guys. And I showed up to his spot, and I kind of felt bad because I was like, "You want me to take my pants off?" He was like, "No, I'm good." I kept raising my bum up, and he kept pushing it down. I kept presenting, and he kept going, no.
That's not. This isn't that kind of party.
Yeah, I'm good.
He's like, I'm on the clock.
I'm good.
He's like, Rolf.
He got into my armpit.
Yeah.
And got in my armpit and went into my body.
Yeah.
Into your soul.
Dude, I screamed.
Yeah.
I was crying, man. He was like, this is going to be real bad. He got into my back, underneath the muscles and the ligaments. Because he knows the anatomy. They know how things connect.
It's crazy.
I was screaming so hard, but
the foot one will. The foot one.
It got better.
The foot one you will scream, dude. It's that dude.
I need it again.
It's
I
crazy.
need it again.
We're gonna get it in the studio.
I'll definitely
I
do
need
it.
something for sciatic. I feel like I have a racquetball,
Do you
like a
remember-
hot racquetball.
Do you
like
have your
in
wallet?
my
Do you keep your wallet in your back pocket?
this one? Yeah, my left.
That-
My left.
That's terrible.
Don't ever do that.
All right.
That's terrible.
I've learned that.
That's
a
why
big
you
thing.
have it.
That's why I've always gone front pocket. That's why my wallet's changed is connected to pants now.
Well, and
One of the reasons.
you know how crazy paranoid neurotic I am about stuff. Like I'm like immediately I have like hip cancer. I don't even know if that's a thing, but it's like it was going. It's like a hot racquetball that goes from like my back down to the base of my foot.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Like I feel like
Do you remember when we went to San Fran together?
Oh God, yeah.
Me and Mike in the
Queens.
Oh, totally. It was just for a getaway. No shows.
Just little R&R.
No shows.
No shows.
Just a place where we can go be us.
Dude, we
We
rented
just went
bikes.
to eat Italian food.
Yeah, I want to eat Italian
soft-
food. I want to shit on the street.
Is that when you went to Sausalito together?
Yeah. But we landed in something. When I landed on a plane, I felt like my lower back had like a weird thing in it. And then we lay down and go to bed. Mike had to see me in the middle of the night, like wake up in such that pain, that shooting down the leg pain. And I've laid flat on the floor.
Like
At one
Larry
point,
Bird.
I was talking
at the
about
end of his
Bobby.
career?
I'm asleep on the couch, and he's on the ground, like crawling towards me, like like the movie, like some like Saw or some shit. He goes, Mike.
I said I might go to the hospital.
He goes, I think I got to go to the hospital.
Suck your dick. Mike. Shh.
I go, just do it. Don't wake me up.
Mike, let it happen.
Mike, let me just. I'm gonna crawl up your body. I'm gonna suck your dick.
Mike,
I'm gonna roll off your asshole.
stay asleep. I'm just gonna lick the top.
Mike, just pretend we're at the. We just pretend we're at the Tool concert.
Oh, my sciatica. Whoa.
Remember when I jerked you off with it when you had headphones in one ear?
When in San Francisco,
Yeah.
he crawls to me. He goes, "Do you have any Advil at all?"
That was the scariest thing I ever seen. Big J crawl on the floor.
Oh, dude. He's like, Mike, I think I got to go to the hospital. I go, no, you don't. Just take Advil.
And
Remember
I
you took
Advil.
Advil and it worked.
Yeah, I went to sleep, but it was that pain.
Was that the
nuts.
time that you bit into a crab cake and a clawed your gums?
Yes.
Bobby, we were at we stayed at Club Quarters.
That's what
right?
you get. That's what you get for being. That's what God did for having a gay weekend.
The gaycation?
He punished
What it
you.
was.
For
I
the
never
queens.
thought about that. All this could have been the wrath of God.
Just the wrath of God.
That was
crab
that
had
weekend all
AIDS.
together. I bit into a crab cake that had a claw stuck in my gums.
And then you got but can we talk about that waiter?
Remember the couple that was like, they asked if we wanted to do any blow cane? I think they wanted me and Mike to like,
Suck each other off.
Suck each other off,
Yeah, you
probably.
put the cocaine on your penis and you blow cane.
They're like, you want to do any boom or pow? He bites into a fucking crab cake and his gums start bleeding. And then the waiter comes over and Jay, now I've seen you in a lot of circumstances where you have all the reason in the world to blow your fucking top and you don't. And you go, listen, I'm sorry, I know this isn't your fault. Like, he was very nice. He's like, but I bit into a claw. Like, this crab cake has a claw and it cut my gums and he had blood on his teeth. And the guy's like, so I guess you probably want me to like take it off the bill or something. Like, gave him like a real like cunty attitude. Jay's like,
No. At first, he just goes, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he just took it away. He goes, "Do you want another one?" I went, "No." He goes, "Okay." He just took the plate away, and then came and dropped off a full bill.
Oh yeah, that's
I was
right.
thinking,
That's right.
like,
Yeah.
that's right. I had to call him over. I was like, I mean, really? I go, am I paying? And he goes, I guess I can go see if I can take it off. And I'm like, go see.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Then he
We
just
went to
said they
the
were
next
nasty.
place we went and they were fucking horrible too.
Yeah, they said the service, everything's going to shit in San Fran because all the tech people out there. So it's not a bunch of hippies like lovey-dovey thing anymore. It's all day. It's just probably asshole like
Google
company
people.
guys. Yeah, they're in there like, waiter, can you please with this. They're probably getting nasty people. So they've become shitty. I wanted to say on the NACA thing. I don't know if I ever told you this, Bobby. This story. I know you know this, Mikey. We went and did. Me and Vecchione. Remember Allie Breen? By any chance? Mm-hmm. Blonde girl, freckly. She used to work at Caroline's as staff, then she became a comic. Anyway,
I think so.
her.
Oh yeah, I remember. She's so nice. Yeah, I love
Sweetheart,
her.
yeah. So she, at one point, before she started doing comedy, or like right in the beginning of it, she kind of also wanted to see if she wanted to get into like management and shit.
Yeah.
So or being an agent, she asked, because me and Vecchione had no agents, could she submit us for NAC? And I said, it wasn't NAC, it was the same one for community colleges, I think, or something.
Knack.
Yeah.
No, it's like
It was like yucca.
Yucca.
no, it was like
It was ugh.
Does that make sense?
yeah.
Apka? Do you remember that? Apka could it be?
It's yeah, these guys aren't that good. It's a 30-minute show from It's a magician, and then two guys do 10 minutes each.
Hypnotism that doesn't work.
Remember those popular guy in colleges was Marty Putz, the comic who would shoot marshmallows at you?
Yeah.
Is Apka a thing? Marty Putz.
Marty Putz? Is that real?
Super famous. Well, big on colleges.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Big J. Oakerson.
Yeah,
and
okay,
Mike
that's what I
Manoia.
did. I did that.
Marty Putz.
So, I did Apka. Me and Vecchione got it. She drives us up there to this like hotel where it's happening, and the same thing. Even when I submitted, I was like, I'm just going to do my thing, and I was like, I went and did my set dirty, as I would do it. Vecchione, and then I was on one show. After my show, well, no, Vecchione went on first. I'm sorry, Vecchione did his show first, and then we just he did the show. He did great, and then we just kind of went about our day. And then I went on a later show and went dirty, and it went great. And after that, that's when she was like learning what she was doing. She goes, "Oh, Mike, I'm so sorry. We were supposed to go into this room after your thing, but let's go hang out by the booth, and hopefully people come over to us." So it's like late now in the game for that. So people are walking by, no one's singing in the mic just because they missed his show.
Yeah.
And then they're coming up to me and saying like, "We would book you, but."
Too dirty.
Like, we love you, but
you
it's just
said.
too dirty. Yeah, except everything you said. But they were like, "I'd love to, but like our advisors aren't going to let this happen."
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "All right." Then we go into the block booking room, the thing you're talking about,
Yeah.
where they go through the names. This is one of my favorite, and because it was Allie Breen Entertainment or whatever, like the B, or the A, it was alphabetical. We were the first things. I know it was packed room. And I didn't realize the comics, you're actually not supposed to be in there.
You are not.
It's just the agents, right?
Just the
It's
agents
supposed
and
to
the
be
college reps.
And the reps,
Yeah.
the college kids.
Yeah.
And so we sat there, and they were like, first thing they go, Big J. Oakerson from whatever, and like one college, I forget, it was something weird too. It was like Tomahawk University. I think that's what it was called.
Tomahawk Community College is just 4 Indian kids on a reservation.
It's an intervention.
Do you play the yurt?
Yeah, you have to work the steam room. You have to work the sweat lodge. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the chief comedy of New York City. Big J. Oakerson and Mike Manoia. Mike Manoia.
So we're sitting there, and they go to Tomahawk University, raise their hand, and then they start doing like the anybody you want to block that. You know, it's like these colleges are there, those colleges are there, they were not interested. So I got Tomahawk University, which by the way ended up canceling shortly after. I never did it, but because it happened like that, it didn't like dwell on me too long, and then I went to Vecchione, and
They didn't cancel. Everybody died from alcoholism.
Sure. And I just remember, this was deafening. It was just a quiet, empty room, and they go, Mike Vecchione. Mike Vecchione. By the 8th time, I swear to you, he was going like, Mike Vecchione, going at a discount. Mike Vecchione, everybody, going for below face value. Mike Vecchione.
Mike Vecchione will do your math homework.
Dude, I swear to you, by the 25th time he said his name, I went, stop saying it.
Wow.
Or things like, go, stop saying it. And we go on, and then I just remember driving. It was so awkward, and I remember just driving home. I was in the back seat. We went back that night. Like, let's get the fuck out of here. As we're driving back, I remember in the dead silence of the car, like, Mike Vecchione. I just kept adding like Mike Vecchione going for way below his worth, everybody. Mike Vecchione laying himself out there for spreading his cheeks for you to fuck him and no one taking, huh? Mike Vecchione.
They keep changing the emotion. Mike Vecchione.
Mike Vecchione.
Mikey Vecchione.
Vecchione, comma Mike. They're giving his author name.
Micah Vecchione.
M. Vincent Vecchione.
I'll tell you what, we're there before we left the room, though, in time for it, and they go, and now, next on the list, Steve Hofstetter, like, I mean, it's just hands everywhere.
Destroy a heckler.
Can I tell you, want to hear a funny Colin Quinn story from NACA?
Yes.
They have the big NACA, which is
Big Knack.
It's just huge.
Oh, nationals.
It's thousands and thousands. All the big schools go to this. It's thousands of people, and the shows are big.
In the Marty Putz Theater.
Dane. So one year Dane was doing it. and we were doing like a tour, so we stopped in to NACA for Dane to do his spot, and Colin Quinn was there. And at this point, I was really friendly with Colin Quinn, and not as close as I am now, but we were becoming friends. And he had to go up. This is right as Lewis Black was getting big on, like, just right at the Daily Show type thing, maybe a little before that. But he was blowing the fuck up. 3,000 students, Trinitrons on each side, big TVs, and Lewis Black goes up, fucking levels. Levels. And then Quinn goes up. I think he had a purple suit on.
Really?
But it was like a chubby Quinn. It wasn't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like Quinn's a good looking guy, but when he's chubby, it's
Bud
a little
Light
awkward.
Colin?
Yeah. He went up. I remember he took such a hot one. Dude, I was like in fucking awe. I was like almost in tears, like, oh, man, you guys don't know. And I remember at one point he told a joke and he was sweating profusely, and he turned to the side, and it was a side shot on the Trinitron. His neck folded, and a bead of sweat went down like a roller coaster into the fold, and then out of the fold, and then back down.
It took the hills. It took the hills.
When he got off, I
slalom.
I ran into the hallway. I was like, Colin. He's like, hey man. He was in like fucking shock.
Yeah.
He goes, you want my room? He just gave me his room.
I'm out of here.
He went right to the car.
Wow.
And was like, I'm out. He goes, I would have got more colleges if I didn't do NACA. Like I mean, it was bad. Like he literally probably would have. He got one college out of thousands, and if he didn't do this gig, he probably would have got fucking hundreds of colleges because he's Colin Quinn.
Yeah,
but
it's
dude,
so wild.
Just in a purple suit. I remember he turned sideways. You could see the suit shoulder with the shoulder pad, and then the neck, and he went, yeah, folks, and it went. See you guys later.
Colleges are the worst.
The worst.
I think if a safe estimate of the amount of colleges I've done in my career is 20 total.
Oof, I've done hundreds.
Yeah, no, I know people at one point. Listen, I know, but that was people like Bill Burr was doing well. He bought that first apartment off college money. That was before he popped.
Yeah, dude, I got a lot of money off
that
college.
apartment in Hell's Kitchen where he was at. It was all that was. He told me, he's like, yeah, I'm having amazing college years, so I'm buying this place.
Sal and I did SUNY Oneonta as the pandemic was ending.
Oof.
It's such a long fucking drive.
Dude, I mean, it's weird because you drive to it. Because you don't want to, I don't know why we don't fly, but I did that drive with Aaron Foley. And we got into a fight about Madonna and the Bruins on the way back.
Really?
It was the weirdest fight ever.
What, a lesbian argument? Madonna and the Bruins?
Which Indigo girl is the best?
Yeah, dude. She was sticking up for Britney Spears, and then we fought about the Bruins, and then I was fucking saying Madonna's just an assimilator. She takes people's religions and makes it. And she was like, Madonna. I was like, I just remember I like Aaron, but she was really, like, her mouth was really big and just Madonna, blah, 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 and I was scared.
Did you ever do SUNY Oneonta with me?
You know.
Do we do it together?
I did it with Sal, but they go, you got to do 30 clean, and they still had to wear masks.
I haven't done college in years.
And I go, have any of you ever been to anything comedy before ever? And no, not a peep. Like you could hear a pin drop. And I was just like, okay. And I tried to do whatever I could. I think my 30 clean maybe turned into like 11.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And then I'm just like, so where are you guys from? Fucking like, it was awful.
I did Manhattan College 1 year. No, I think it was one college. I just did some weird, I just improv'd and danced with this kid. This big gay kid came up and we did Drop It Like It's Hot. And we did this weird thing and I murdered. And it was this crazy moment. And then they were like, we got to have you. It was orientation.
Yeah.
And like, we got to have you back. So they booked me for next year. And they wanted the same emphasis. I don't know how I did it. We did it again. This magical moment with the kids. They were like, you're coming back every year. They brought me back every year until it just didn't happen. And I took a hot one right after Eric Rivera.
Oh, no.
And then they booked Eric to headline next year. Yeah.
That's always the best.
I was the
SUNY,
worst.
SUNY Oneonta is the one. I did that so many times. First time I ever did it was me, you, and Matt Frost drove up, Bobby. there to do it. It was in a cafeteria type room there. I think Pete Corielli was also on the show.
Oh yeah.
And we did it was like fine, and that was at the time. Marty is the guy who ran
That's SUNY Delhi.
That's what I meant. SUNY Delhi. That's what I'm talking about. Delhi.
The worst.
Is that even further?
Me and Corielli.
No, it's a little closer. It's
me
like
and
20 minutes
Corielli have done it a couple times together.
I've done it a bunch, and God bless Marty. It was awesome. He is the best guy. He's like the resident advisor there, whatever you call it, like, or whatever, like the student thing. And he was just this old guy who loved comedy.
Loved it.
And he would just have these comics come up, and everyone would do it because you loved Marty, and you'll take the dough.
Sure.
But it was never, ever going to be. He tried everything. At one point, he was like, the crowd's been a little better since I charge $1 to come in.
It was, let's just say, can I just say it? It was a mostly black crowd.
It was mostly black.
Mostly black kids. And he'd bring like me and Corielli up.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, me. But here's the thing. I went up with Corielli once, and I remember he was on stage, and then all the black kids were walking out, and I thought something happened, and I walked up like, "What's going on?" And like, this dude's corny, and they were like, "What are you doing?" I was like, I actually just started, making fun and be like, "Nah, he's cool. We gotta," and they're like, "You're funny. You going up next?" And they were like, I was like, "Yeah, like we'll come back in for you." I was like, No. I was like, "No,
I'm not your." No, yeah,
and
go for it.
I was like, no, go, keep going. And then they went back in, and I used to do well up there for some reason, and I got real cocky, and I went up with Norton once, and I'm going up first, and I'm like, he's going up after me. I'm like, this is gonna be bad, because I've seen a lot of people die at this school, and I said something about this girl's weave coming in, and it was the wrong. I just pulled the trigger on a joke, and it didn't work, and they turned on me so quickly and forever.
And Norton watched a bead of sweat go down Bobby's head.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it was a mostly black crowd, and I was just like, I was doing all my. I was like, "Do you ever scare somebody?" Dude, I was doing everything. Marshmallows. Dude, I pulled the plane up just at the end before we crashed.
Baby talk joke would murder in colleges.
Murder. But
he would murder.
I pulled the plane up just and you could hear the hitting the tree. And I come upstairs and Marty goes like this. He goes, "Yeah, you almost took it on that one, didn't you?" Because he knew I almost died. And then Norton went out and annihilated. Yeah, he fucking loved them.
Weird.
He just murdered. You never knew. Like,
no, I knew it was always gonna be bad. That's the school. That's the school I've told you before where they always they would start coming like the last 2 times I did it. They would come in pajamas to the show.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna go afterwards. They show a movie in the gymnasium. Like a not first run, but like second run movie. They'll show in the gymnasium. They all kind of go together. And one time it was like Harry Potter or something. And the last time I did it, I think, or second to last, I remember on stage, and they were just awful the whole show, not barely paying attention, not really engaging at all, just being shitty.
But we love Marty so much, we would just do it.
Yeah,
just do it. They put you in a roadside motel that you should just kill a hooker in.
The room where you actually have like a metal key, like you're entering from the
with the diamond.
Looks like a gas station bathroom key.
I took the bus up there when I first used to do it, and they drop you off at the gas station, and you'd have to walk down a country road down to the motel.
The motel is in the middle of nowhere.
Really?
Dude, I'm telling you.
I always have done it in the winter, so it's like it was terrible weather up there. But that was I think we drove back tonight with Frosty and everybody.
Me and List did Salem
but wait,
State.
let me finish the thing with the movie. So this last time I was up there, they were not paying attention. I go, "You guys all in pajamas, you gonna go watch a movie after this?" And they were like, "Yeah." Do you know this, Jake? Did I tell you this? I go, they go, "Yeah." I go, "What movie they watching you, or they having you watch?" And they're like, "The Prestige," and I went, "Christian Bale's twins. Good night." It's the entire movie.
That's great.
It's the entire movie. If you know that going into the movie, there's no point in watching the movie. You'll be like, "Oh, it's twins." It all makes sense now. Christian Bale's twins. Good night.
Just ruin the movie and get
Fuck
out.
them, dude. Just go watch a movie.
You just like punch the very fine juice machine on your way out. List and I had to do Salem State college in Mass.
I've done it with Patrice.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
There was no one, literally no one, and the residential whatever was like, just give me a minute, and we could hear them on the phone like begging the RAs. They're just like, send anyone down, like anyone. And girls were coming down in pajamas. Like one had like her night mask. Like it was ridiculous. They brought down their like iPads. They were like doing homework. It was awful.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing the respect that you see from like an audience that knows you, or when they're excited to see you, they've paid good money for a ticket to sit in a certain VIP section, and for them to realize, you're like, man, this is great because I've done this. Like, that's a very good example. I've done comedy in front of 15 very comfortable chairs with female students sitting Indian style with open notebooks and a laptop on there. There's like, I guess the comedian could just talk while I do this.
Yeah,
and you're like, man, I am worthless. I am a worthless piece of shit. I'm a fucking radio playing in the background of this fucking room. They couldn't care less. They have to spend the money.
They had me at Queens Community College in the afternoon during a test. They were taking. I swear to God, the kid looked up and he goes,
"Sir, please."
He goes, "I'm sorry." He goes, "Dude, do you mind, bro?"
Wow.
He goes, do you mind? And I go, I have to do 10 more minutes or I don't get my check, bro.
Oh my
Can you do it quieter?
He was like, dude, do you mind, please? This is really hard. I'm like, I didn't fucking book the gig.
I'm taking a test.
I didn't book the gig.
They double booked the test in a comic.
I've done in front of spinning pie wheels in the cafeteria. Literally,
serious?
People would come up to me and I'm like, what
to
are you
open
doing?
the thing where the display?
No, not even to open it, just to look what the pies were that day.
What the pies of the day were? Bobby was like,
you should have kept telling me, he goes, guys, let me save a trip. It's got key lime, coconut custard.
So bad.
We got peach cobbler.
I remember I did Florida State with Bill Bellamy.
Who probably murdered.
I'll tell you this. We showed up. Big show. Florida.
That's a big school.
Big show. I did it the year before with Keith Robinson. That's the year I showed him the internet, and he almost fucking had a stroke for the first time. What do you mean she's in Hawaii? What?
Oh, you thought you could understand that?
Dude, he couldn't understand that I was talking to a girl in
But
Hawaii.
you're here.
Yeah, but I'm
Come
here.
on, player. How you talking to Hawaii while you're here?
Bobby, you're dumb.
You're dumb.
How the hell are you going to talk to somebody in Hawaii when you're right here in Florida?
Who names their daughter Hawaii?
Hey, Keith, listen, the fact is going through the internet like a phone.
Internet? What, you going to talk about satellites next?
What are you, Mike?
What, are you going to tell me your phone walks like a walkie-talkie now?
Listen, my mic is falling. I'm sorry. So I go back the next year, and there's Bill Bellamy. So the girl is like, well, let's go say hi. So I'm like, no, we probably shouldn't. Let's. He goes, no, let's go say hi. We knock on the door. No one answers. Knocks on it again. They're paying him thousands of dollars. Guy opens the door. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, this is Robert, the other comedian. Yeah. Okay, cool. We're not taking any calls. Shuts the door in her face. Like just a dick.
Jesus.
Wow, really?
So then they won't take the ride. I have to go in another car. I can't go with them. They don't want me in the car. So I got to go up. The girl picks me up, this really sweet girl, and this other very large person, other girl. But they're very sweet. They take us to the gig. I go up. Outside, I fucking murder. I just murder. And I'm like, fuck him. I'm stepping on the necks.
Yeah.
And I'm giving everything I have, marshmallows. I'm doing every bit I got. Boom. And I'm going to go, thank you, good night. You know when you force that? But
yeah.
Like, this guy's great. He just said thank you, good night in a big way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow this.
And he bombed. He ate his fucking dick. And I sat and watched, smiling on a fence.
You wouldn't let him into the car.
We should take our first break. When we come back, I should show you guys. You've seen the video before of Charlie Murphy having a hard time at college, right?
No.
Oh, it's so funny. And when he goes, hey, I'm going to take this check and give it back to y'all. Goodbye, Grambling University. They just turn on him from the second he goes, great. We'll watch it when we come back, everybody. We're hanging out with Mike Fenoya. He's taping a new special, everybody. Saturday, May 6th at the Fairfield Comedy Theater Company. Nope, the Fairfield Theater Company.
Not at all. It's 2 shows, 7 and 9:30. Get tickets at...
You know Mother's Day is almost here, and you got to get your mother something good this year. unless you're Christine and Lou, whose mothers didn't love them enough to stay.
My mother doesn't love me, Jay.
Also, Bobby's mother doesn't love him. But me and Mike and Jacob have loving mothers, and we want to get them something nice.
Could I get my mom something nice that she'll love me more?
Maybe. I would say if you get her a neon green dipped rose from Steven Singer, 24 karat gold.
Ooh.
If she doesn't like that, then you don't need her.
Yeah, I should get a new mom.
If your mother doesn't, I'll give you this guarantee. If your mother doesn't love your neon green 24 karat gold dip rose from Steven Singer at IHateStevenSinger.com, she doesn't love you. And you should walk away and never look at her again. Never look back.
That's a guarantee.
That's a guarantee. Steven's famous gold dip rose collection starts at only $59. Take advantage of free shipping before it's too late. You get a personalized Mother's Day card from you, plus a full lifetime guarantee, all included for free. Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com. That's Steven Singer Jewelers. IHateStevenSinger.com. Hey, are you ready to smell better everywhere? It's Bobby Kelly and or Jay Oakerson. And I'm excited to tell you about Lumi. Lumi, the whole body deodorant that's clinically proven to control odor for 72 hours on your pits, on your feet, on your privates, and beyond. What's beyond your privates? Is that in it?
In it.
Is this Christine's duty?
Listen, anywhere you need to effectively control odor, you'll have it. But wish you didn't. Plus, that didn't read right. It's fine. It's proven to work better than a shower with soap just alone. Whether you shower twice a day or 3 times a week, Lumi works better. And did I mention it's aluminum free? That's right. Lumi's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for our listeners, new customers are going to get $5 off a Lumi starter pack with code BONFIRE at LUMEdeodorant.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit LumeDeodorant.com and use the code BONFIRE. That's LUMEdeodorant.com, code BONFIRE.
Trunk Nation with Eddie Trunk.
Grateful to have Miles Kennedy and Wolfgang Van Halen here with me today, hanging out.
I always kind of joke him after a show. I always want to hug him right when he gets done because he's kind of sweating. Because I want some of that genius juice in the body.
You can have my juice anytime you want, Miles.
And there's the headline.
Trunk Nation, weekdays, 3 p.m. East on Faction Talk, Sirius XM Channel 103, or listen anytime on the SXM app. Sirius XM, the home to the best in podcasts, including true crime with Crime Junkie.
911 emergency.
48 Hours.
All I can tell you is a gun went off.
My Favorite Murder.
There's not a single piece of evidence.
Dateline.
We cover the most intriguing cases in the country, from compelling mysteries to in-depth investigations.
And many more. True crime podcasts available now on the SXM app, included with all trials and popular plans.
Great storytelling with a twist.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Ethos is changing the life insurance industry, not just with their technology, but with a commitment to making life insurance accessible for everyone. They treat you like a person, not a number.
Thanks to Ethos, our family has the peace of mind knowing that should something terrible happen, our future is secure.
Ethos made getting the policy that's right for our family easy and hassle-free.
I couldn't believe how easy it was. I answered a few simple questions, and within minutes, Ethos provided me with a range of policy options and an estimate of what it was going to cost us. No unnecessary doctor's visits, no fine print, no hassle, and no upselling financial products I don't want or need.
Oh, it was simple. I did it all from my phone while I waited in line for coffee.
Life insurance gave us peace of mind.
Take the hassle out of getting life insurance. For your free personalized quote, go to ethoslife.com. That's ETHOS life.com. EthosLife.com.
Satma! I'm Julie Bowen, co-host of the Quitters podcast, and I am here with my amazing partner in podcasting, Chad Sanders.
Hey, Julie.
On our podcast, we talk about things people left behind in order to move forward.
Things like jobs, marriages, addictions, you name it. And our personal favorite, not sleeping well.
Yeah, there's that old expression, you'll sleep when you're dead. Well, screw that. That's a bad expression. Everyone needs a good night's sleep. Everyone needs a Sattva mattress.
Julie and I both have Sattvas, and we love them.
Yeah, we really do. To me, just being honest, sleep is the new sex.
Not sure I'd go that far, but sleep is definitely sexy, especially on a Sattva.
Isn't that what I just said?
So quit waiting until you're dead to sleep well. Go to sattva.com/sexy and tell them the Quitters podcast sent ya. That's SAATVA.com/sexy.
This is Bonfire Baking Champion, Nikki Dinky, and you're listening to Big J Oakerson and Robert Kelly on The Bonfire, with second best baker, Jacob.
I'm too humiliated to bake.
He's working, man. He's working.
Jacob?
Jacob? Yo, Fitbit.
Hey. You're not listening to the show. It's hilarious.
Wow.
I am listening to the show.
We literally lost Jacob.
I'm sorry, I have to do Lewis is out today.
You had audiobook face.
You were sung. We're like, Jacob.
He was listening to a Tom Clancy novel.
Fuck off.
Hey, Jacob, relax.
I was talking about how you were saying the N-word a lot on the break because the song was playing. You were just mouthing the words along. Christine was really mouthing the words. She went for it. And I think, by the way, hard ERs.
Hard ERs.
Yeah. ERR?
Hard ERR.
She was laughing, too. Hardy, har. Yo.
It's the Bonfire. We're hanging out with Mike Fenoya. May 6th, everybody. That's when the special taping's happening. It's 2 shows. Go to MikeFenoya.com to get tickets for that. Fairfield Theater Company in Fairfield, Connecticut.
7 and 9:30. Get tickets at MikeFenoya.com.
RobinKellyLive.com also. He's going to be all over the sun bitch. Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant this weekend.
I got one show sold out. The other shows are available. I'm in Stanford.
Low ticket warning, though.
It's really low. There's literally 4 tickets left, honest to God. And then the other one is Stanford. I'm at the New York Comedy Club in Stanford.
Beautiful room.
And I'm in Boston at the Boston Comedy Festival at a theater, big theater. So buy some tickets for that. Would you Boston show up? And then I'm at the Comedy Mothership, which I'm excited. I played this last weekend, dude. I did a set.
Mm-hmm. You did.
I did a set. I slipped over.
Oh.
I went up.
The last night.
Last night I slipped over in between YKWd and my 6-minute whatever set. I went over to Comedy Mothership.
Beautiful.
Dude, let me tell you something. First of all, the door guys looked at me and were like, we got you. Like, as soon as they saw me, like, we got you.
It's all comic. He hires all comics.
And they go, cool, but on a thing, I didn't even see him do it, like the CIA. And all of a sudden, it was crazy. Then one of the comics came down. What was the kid we were talking to out front? He's got that tour coming up, Thick Neck.
Oh, Brian Simpson.
Brian Simpson, great guy, comes down and grabs me, brings me upstairs to this. Everything they said about that club
it's true, yeah.
is true, man.
It's beautiful, huh?
Dude, they took me up to the green room, and I was floored. It's packed with comics. Everybody's hanging, smoking, cigars, whatever.
Cigars,
drinking.
cigarettes, weed. You get that filtration system in there. It just like sucks it all.
They got the fights on all these iPads. They got 2 big screens, 2 different colored clocks, all this stuff going on. And then
lights in the green room that show you
stars.
like this is which is like
they
this person's getting lit in that room.
red star for this room, green star for this room.
In the green room, this is?
In the green room.
So you can know it's like, oh, if you're next, you go, oh, they're getting
when
the
it
light.
goes off, it's 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes. So if that light goes off, you're going on that stage. You have 3 minutes to get your shit together.
By the way, there's also those stars in multiple places in the room.
As you're going down to the other room, there's a tunnel that goes under the crowd.
Come on.
Up. I'm telling you.
Jesus.
It's wild.
It's like a comedy speakeasy.
And then they got and then they have an awesome bar called Mitzi's.
Yep.
In there.
Really?
That's just like an awesome
What's
lounge.
it, 2 stages?
2 stages.
2 stages. One is a smaller stage, but it's up by the green room.
It's great. It's by the size of the cellar.
But the audience, yeah, exactly. And the audience has a different way to get up there. So you don't even see them.
God damn.
So you have your own private comic way to get up, and you go the room's right there, and you can't hear shit.
Wow.
Sold out for months.
Sold out. So
really?
So if you go there and do it, it's crazy.
I'm doing Friday and Saturday.
They're already sold out.
I don't know.
It is.
It'd be suck if that weekend.
That's where they hit their wall. They finally hit their wall.
Breaking. He broke the wrong record.
If that
That's
weekend
amazing.
only 4 people show up every night, and they're like, never again. But it is.
And you go, hey Rogan, it's me, powerful Bobby Kelly. the powerful,
Bobby
great
Kelly
and powerful
clips.
Bobby Kelly.
But they bring the stage when you go out in the main room. It's perfect. It's big, but it's small.
It's beautiful.
You're literally hugged by the audience, and you can hear everybody come at you like a wave. And it's a big room, and they have their own little balcony for comics. So when you come out of the green room, you go to the right. There's a door. Go through it. There's a balcony just for us to watch the show.
Oh, that's amazing.
I was smoking a cigar on the balcony. Nobody said shit to me.
Wow.
Yeah, he's done it all. Like he did it right. He said he asked like comics though. He asked comics like what
would the ideal club be?
Louis said I think like he wanted to hear all like people's opinions. I think he said Louis had him lower the entire ceiling and change the stage size after it was like already done. He was like, "Why is the stage so big?" And he was like, "Yeah, you're right." And they had to make it smaller. Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Wow.
I mean, good that they did because the stage was perfect, and it was. You felt like a rock star.
Wow.
I mean, you come through that curtain, and they're right there, and the sound was perfect. Everything was fucking perfect.
Damn.
So I'm playing there. Sorry,
I get to do it soon.
Went off, but I'm playing there, and this month May.
That's cool.
And
well, anyway, I'm in Wisconsin this weekend in Appleton, so buy some tickets to that.
Well, you know what though? That's where Houdini's from.
Ooh.
Magic's
from
going
there.
to happen again.
Harry Houdini?
Harry Houdini's from Appleton.
From Queens.
He's from Appleton, Wisconsin.
I'll bet you.
How much?
Let's make this interesting.
$45.
Whoa.
What?
Weird number.
40.
I refuse to bet.
Half of
5.
90.
That's how much I need to win from you.
I don't understand. What do you,
Because
my
that's
wife
what
money?
his drug habit costs.
Mine. He's from New York. My big
Literally
city.
one bindle.
You know what? You lost the bet. I'll tell you why. Your confidence with your little magic fingers, what you're doing?
He was buried in Queens. That I know because I
All right,
was
I'll
just
bet
going to
you
go to his grave
$45.
last week.
$45. Go.
I was just going to go to his grave.
$45. Appleton, Wisconsin. Go.
New York City, New York.
$45.
Kind of wrong.
Budapest, Hungary.
What?
So you both owe Jay.
No,
and I-
not originally.
He always claimed Wisconsin as his birthplace.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
The man known as Houdini was actually born Eric Weiss.
But he's
in
from.
Budapest, Hungary.
But I kind of win.
That's obnoxious. I wish he
does
used
more
his
sort of
magic
win.
to make one of those H's disappear in his stupid name. Look at that.
I win, kind of.
Eric.
Okay, but where did he grow up?
Yeah, in Appleton.
And the city.
Appleton.
There's nothing about Queens on here.
No,
nothing.
he was raised in New York City. I just watched something.
Well, he represents Queens. He was raised out in Brooklyn. Go Brooklyn. Go Brooklyn. Go Brooklyn. Hey, lover.
All right, he tricked us one last time. We were both wrong.
Wow.
Son of a bitch, he got me one last time.
One last time. He pulled
Wisconsin's fun.
Oh,
You're going to
also,
have a good time.
I'm not plugging enough on the show, too. The Legion of Skanks are doing we're doing a mini tour, 3 theaters and 3 nights. Tickets for that are available on my website also. But we're doing New Hampshire. And
Where
we're
in
doing
New Hampshire?
That, what's it called? The something theater.
Pulling it up.
The New Hampshire Theater of the Gods?
The New Hampshire Theater of the Gods.
Are you doing the?
Are
you doing what the fuck's the place in the Hampton Beach Casino
You're past
Ballroom?
it. You're past it. Right there. It's right there. Legion of Skanks, Hampton Beach, New
Hampton
Hampshire.
Beach.
Yeah.
It's a great room.
It's a big room.
That's a huge. That's a very famous like rock room.
Yeah, I've done it.
It's
I did it
awesome.
with Korn.
I did that with the Jokers.
Their minds are full of sorrow. There's sorrow in their
Dude,
minds.
I'm from Massachusetts in the Hampshire area. I've never done it. How you doing?
Really?
And we're doing Boston also, the Wilbur, and we're doing Connecticut at the Foxwoods.
The Wilbur is my all-time favorite room I've ever performed in. I think it's perfect. It's like if a theater and a club had a baby.
That's what they did.
They did?
Amazing.
They ripped that. Well, when Bloomerang took that over, it was a theater, and he ripped out all the seats in the floor, and he replicated the floor from the Comedy Connection Faneuil Hall.
Yeah.
Now, Faneuil Hall Comedy Connection 400-seater, best club I've ever worked.
Really?
I only got to do it once. With the sports stuff all kind of around it and shit, sort of. It was like sports bar. Or maybe they just did it for the Nesson show. That's all I did there was Gary Goldman hosted the Nesson show.
Was it in Faneuil Hall?
Yeah.
Upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Best club ever. I actually taped Just the Tip, my first album from there. And if you ever want to hear a crowd, it was 400 people. It sounded like thousands.
Yeah.
And they were up on top of you. I mean, they sardine you in there. And it was just a block with these low ceilings. The building was from, when fucking
Paul Revere took his ride.
100%.
Yeah, it was.
Totally.
It was
Yeah.
It was like the stone roads down there.
Oh, yeah. Cobblestone, yeah.
That was one of my favorite.
But he took that floor and put it in. He just replaced the floor with that floor plan.
No shit.
In the Wilbur. The Wilbur is where Marlon Brando actually played and got his first break on Broadway. Was that theater?
Really?
Yeah, he lived in that theater for a while.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's
Fun
crazy.
fact by Bob Kell. What's up,
Do you
Jake?
want to see? I want to tell you guys about Edward 40 Hands last night. But first, you should see this. This is great. The Charlie Murphy.
This is Charlie Murphy at a college.
Just they don't like him, and he doesn't know what to do because he wasn't like that seasoned of a comic.
Yeah.
And he just gives the check back on stage in the college.
Wow.
He's like, "Good night, Grambling. Fuck y'all."
Timeout's cool. They don't fit every occasion.
Pause it though. This is one of the worst. Like you feel this thing of like he's lived in all confidence so far in comedy, all confidence because they know him from Chappelle Show. This is the first crowd I think that's ever going like, this isn't very good. Like you stink, and he's just trying to still do. He's like, you know what crazy about elephants? Elephants got crazy trunks on them. Am I right? Like there's nothing. Like the jokes just kind of go nowhere.
Jesus.
That's why this.
People yelling out, "Tell a Prince story."
Yeah, that really is somebody else's humor.
FaceTime Chappelle.
They don't make it work on a smart kid. Think about it. Dumb kids ain't gonna get it. Everybody's
Stop
not-
for a second, Christine. When a comic says "think about it," they actually did, and they thought it wasn't funny.
That's literally I'm drowning. Help.
That's one of the best. My favorite bomb ever on. I wish I'll never play on the show. It's mean, but my favorite bomb on the internet ever. That's what the judges on the show and him. You know the video, but he goes. He says some joke and it doesn't get a laugh. He goes, "Marinate on that for a minute." Marinate on that for a minute.
Marinate.
And then Ray J is one of the judges, and he goes, "There was one funny thing you said when you were like marinate. I'm still marinating. I don't get it still."
Think about it.
Now y'all got to think about this.
You got to think about that one. I just said that. You didn't laugh, but if you think about it, you'll get that.
He also just wants to go like, "Pay attention, y'all!
But he
Stop being assholes."
It's funny in this video though because he's using his eyes as punchlines.
Yeah, totally.
That worked in a club.
And y'all ever notice?
My eyes just went wider. That's tell you to laugh.
When I don't blink, you think.
Yeah. Blibbity, blibbity, blobbity. Punchline.
My eyes go wide.
Wrinkly brain. Some of us are born with a smooth brain. And when you say something to that motherfucker, it slides right over the top of the head.
Oh boy. Sound effects. Sound effects are the worst when they don't work. When you do.
We talking about the jokes? He goes, "Some kid's born with one of them smooth heads." He goes, "That way you say stuff, it slide right over the head."
But then he goes.
I'll say it again, y'all.
Dude, sound effects, as a guy who's done sound effects, when they don't fly and you have just silence after it, it's deafening.
I only have one. It's fingering pussy.
I like it.
And this is opening it from being closed.
just the dropping of the lower lip.
That's it. It's closed, and then they go. You can see it, right? Like Michael Winslow.
Yeah.
One more time. One more time.
Okay, ready? You want me to open it for you and show you?
Let me hear it. Oh my God.
Wait, I wasn't wet enough. Hang on.
Oh, that's it. That's it right there. Jay. Can you get in there a
It's
little
like,
bit?
here's the thing. The lips are already opening.
Yeah.
It's not the lips. It's when the lips get far enough away to open up the ultimate hole, and then it goes.
Oh, God. Can you put your fingers in right now? Oh, okay. Stop. Okay, that's enough. Stop.
I should go close that window.
It dried right up.
That wasn't a window, Jay. That was my vajayjhole.
It goes, do a queef now. The air that ends in the queef sound.
The echo.
The echo's great. I tried to do a sound effect of my dog snoring, and I snarfed snot into my throat, and I started coughing uncontrollably on stage.
Yeah, it's not as easy as Reggie Watts makes it look, everyone.
Reggie Watts.
Go ahead, play.
Real talk, man.
Real
I don't want nobody to feel that, Charlie Murphy pulled a shot from them, whatever. Basically, come here for a second.
This is when a whole other level of sweat starts to start.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that behind the knee, like...
This is the crowd ambiance is the scariest thing for this crowd. You can hear it.
You lost
This
them.
is where everybody is discussing what the fuck's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And we're part of something now. Yeah, we're part of Charlie Murphy's
bombing.
Yep.
Bombing.
And this one dick is smart enough to pick up their phone or whatever they had.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to bring up somebody on stage. I forget what he's bringing up. This might be him giving the thing back to the guy.
Where's the check? Yes, give it to me. Give me the check.
Way to check it.
What's what I'm getting ready to do? This is you guys' money, right? That y'all paid for Charlie Murphy to come see y'all, right? Y'all can have it back. Good night. Fuck you.
Wow.
I mean, dude, good for him.
You gotta own it.
I love it.
I don't hate it.
I mean, I would have snuck back and grabbed that check as soon as the curtain went down. I'd be like, "Give me that check."
You've already signed it.
That's a $20,000 check right there.
That's after you digitally deposit it.
Yeah.
It's already in.
I was gonna say, or it's just an empty envelope. The check's still in his back pocket. Where that envelope at?
Where's that envelope? You took the check out, right? Hey,
What
you
a
took
statement!
The check out? Is the check out? Yeah.
What happens next? Why does it go on the video?
Probably just people screaming shit.
Yeah, something else has to
The
happen.
DJ's got to put his stuff back in.
People getting up and leaving.
Yeah.
Might just be recording in case something happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would believe something does though.
That's actually great cinematography right there.
Grambling, fuck y'all.
Wow, he just dropped the mic too.
That's a big show, man.
You got to own the bomb, I guess, huh? You can't.
I mean, if you want your money.
I mean,
What's that, sir? What's that, sir?
What's that, sir?
When you go back,
How about you fuck up? I'm sorry, we're staying right here. We're not getting off right now. We're swear to God.
There's nothing funnier in comedy ever than Pablo and Francisco falling off stage. I could watch that 7 million times. What's that, sir? Why don't you suck my ding dong?
How about you suck my ding dong right there?
Ding dong.
How about you fuck up? Stay right here. We're not getting off right now.
Oh yeah? Why don't you suck my ding dong? Right there.
That sound.
Oh yeah, there it is. The fucking. Here it is.
Baby, you can do it. No, Paul's that they can get out of this.
Wanting to finish my beer.
What's that, sweetheart? All right. Are you good hands? Are you good hands with Allstate?
So
Are you good hands? All right, fuck that bullshit.
Wow.
Right? What's that, sir? Bring the other guy up. Get ready. This summer.
Oh, no.
Schwarzenegger's back. Leave me alone. You have to get out of here. Get down. Get down. Okay, no one likes me anymore.
Yeah, really. Somebody should just pour water on his fucking circuit board.
Goes, get a screwdriver in that guy's back.
Somebody flipped the tape in his back.
Oh, here it is.
Okay, so because I'm black? Okay.
Oh boy.
Is that right?
How about Steve takes over, man?
No, man, I ain't leaving right now. I'm staying right fucking here.
He's wearing clothes
How
that like
about
you
I
walk
leave
a dog in the
How
rain
about you
in.
suck my ding dong right there? What's that, sir?
How about you fuck up?
How about you fuck up? Oh, fucking shit. Hold on, no, we're staying right here.
Wow.
We swear to God.
Looks like he got sacked.
Go back to it. Give me one more. Give me one more, Christine. Yo, why don't you suck my ding dong? Because I'll tell you to go.
What's that, sir?
He hit the stage so hard. What the hell happened?
How about you fuck up?
How about you fuck up?
It looks like someone dropped him from the ceiling.
It really does.
When he hits the ground, he is completely horizontal. He didn't like fall. He just went.
Bobby, did you ever?
It looks like he got sacked.
He looks like he got sacked. Looks like Junior Seau hit him from a fucking. Bobby, did you ever see the one with that open mic where the kid comes running towards the stage
and he kicks him?
Kicks him in the chest.
I just saw it again this week.
I know the guy who kicked him.
You know the guy who kicked him?
And he always, when I see him,
he kicks you.
He's Josh Adam. He's Josh Adam Myers. Like he was his dog sitter or something back in the.
Justin.
Back in L.A. And I met him at the thing, and he's always like, whenever I see him, he's always like, I know you guys talked about it. He goes, I got a bad rap, dude. That guy's like a problem or whatever like that. And I go, maybe. But I mean, you'll never in a situation have to cave his chest in with a Spartan kick.
Literally, just heal his heart.
Isn't there somebody who made the they merged the Spartan thing together?
I didn't see that.
I think somebody did.
Really?
Wait, Spartan! I think somebody merged
I
it.
would love to see
I'm pretty sure I saw that.
I mean, that video couldn't be more perfect. If you told me they both worked it out, he should tell people that they worked that bit out together. 'Cause it's so perfect. He's like, oh, now you're going to start crying in your tinfoil hat. It's like such a bully thing. And he just goes, stop making fun of me. And the crowd's like, oh, this man baby feels terrible with his tinfoil hat. And there's like a fat lady just like patting him.
Yeah. And then he
just running and he goes, you've seen this, Jacob, right? And he fucking
I think he said one more time. One more time. And then he runs out.
So crazy.
Stop making fun of me.
Look at it.
He wears a tinfoil hat.
Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Stop talking about it. Start the fucking show.
Stop making fun of
Bring on
me.
the next comic right now, and stop making fun
This
of
guy
me.
deserves to be kicked.
He kind of sounds like DeRosa.
No,
You did that all by yourself.
You lied to me.
Throw a tantrum. I'm a 60-year-old baby. I don't get my way.
I mean, that's weird to be having the argument like that.
I don't.
Right now.
He kicked the hat right off his head.
What'd I tell you?
He kicked all the conspiracy theories right out of his fucking head. He woke up. He goes, dude, everything's true. Reality's reality.
He's like, there's no aliens.
What did I tell you?
Aliens don't exist, dude. Michelle Obama's a woman.
Dude, when you do that, the worst thing in the world is he hates so much. I think there's a longer version where he's laying on the ground and he's like, he's milking it.
That blood's not real.
But I love he went, what? He
That's
goes,
a ketchup packet.
He goes, what'd I tell you?
What I gave you,
Well,
I gave you a warning, right?
I'll tell you what I didn't. You didn't tell him. Are you going to Spartan kick him in the fucking chest?
I don't think you said if you come over, I'm going to make your shoulders clap.
Oh,
here it
Bring on the next comic right now, and stop making fun of me.
Sweet.
Stop making fun of me.
Sparta!
God.
Raid.
Oh, the raid zone, yeah.
Raid, have a seat. Raid, have a seat.
Oh, they have different angles of this?
Yeah.
His name's Raid Zone. Could we find Raid Zone other comedy?
It is so funny that comedy goes from like Chappelle to like
Raid Zone?
like balloon clown carnival, like,
Yeah, but
and then this guy falls on the spectrum somehow.
This guy is in the show, keeps going up, and then he's yelling at him, do your fucking show, monkey boy. For a comic, it's hard. You can't give them that power. You go, shut up and bring the next guy up, you piece. Who the fuck are you? And then he comes running up. And look, dude, if that guy was running at me with a tinfoil hat on and he just told me to fuck you, I would fucking make his shoulders clap too. You would have had to take my foot out of his chest.
Yeah. You'd be wiping hard off your heel.
Yeah, dude, 100%. And then I would go kick his wife too, that chubby chick.
Yeah, well, this is why you don't have comedy at a fucking coffee / pizza place, whatever this is.
By the way, like people are leaving. This is awkward. He's going,
I can't.
By the way, that guy still left. He saw him get kicked and knocked down, and the guy just still continued moving. He looked and was like, "Oh wow, look at that."
That's funny that the hat falls off.
The hat just dropped.
Watch this guy. Watch this guy leave, and he goes, "Oh boy, look at that."
Yep.
Anyway, we have tickets.
What I tell you?
Come on.
You can't be mad.
That's too far.
That's you can't do that.
That's too much. Go fuck yourself.
Look, what was he going to do when he got to him? I mean, there's a fair thing to say.
He said something's wrong with his medulla oblongata.
Mama said, kick a man in the chest if he come at you like that.
Mama said alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Well, you know, it's funny you guys say that because Mother's Day is almost here, guys.
Hey, love Mother's Day.
And I know we all have trouble telling moms just how much we love them.
I do love my mom.
And she makes us crazy, sure, that's what they do.
They do that.
But you know what would make her happy?
What?
A gold-dipped, 24-karat gold-dipped neon green rose.
Hmm.
You don't want to get a red rose. That's too romantic. It's your mother, you creep.
You can if you want, but the new ones.
You can if you want. I think parts of Kentucky and West Virginia, that's fine. That wouldn't be frowned upon. Your friends wouldn't look at you weird. Go see Steven Singer. That's right. The I Hate Steven Singer guy to get his brand new neon green 24-karat gold dip rose. It's going to light her up, everybody. It's the only rose that lasts forever, just like your mom's love. Steven's famous gold dip rose collection starts at just $59. Take advantage of free shipping before it's too late and get a personalized Mother's Day card right from you, plus a lifetime guarantee, all included for free. Go right now to IHateStevenSinger.com. Steven Singer Jewelers, that's IHateStevenSinger.com. Or, don't.
Do.
No, but do.
Make sure you do.
I was going to say, or, whatever this guy has to do for his mother, I'm sure it's creepier than a gold dip rose.
I'm giving my mom a gold dip rose.
You should.
I'm gonna have it sent to her with a nice little note. She'll love it.
I think they're awesome.
My mom loves stuff like that.
Some asshole told me, he goes, they're tacky. I go, they're not tacky. I think they're awesome.
A gold dipped rose. Mm-hmm. Is the whole thing gold dipped?
Yeah.
The entire the stem and
there's parts of it that are neon green, purple. I like the rainbow one is pretty.
Yeah, those are sharp.
If your mom loves another mom, get her a rainbow.
Get her a rainbow one. That's
right.
true.
That's a good one.
Get your mom's
and plant it right in her ace.
My good.
Oh. Yeah. And I'm going to plant it right in your ace.
Go to StevenSinger.com. If your mom loves another mom and your dad don't know, get her one of those rainbows.
See you in an hour.
Back. Get it?
Get it? Those gold dip roses are cool.
Yeah, they are kind of neat.
I like this one a lot.
And they last forever.
Rose gold.
You should buy yourself one.
I love it.
Treat yourself nice.
I'm going to buy you one, Christine. I'm going to get you one.
Yourself one on me.
They start at just $59.
Christine, I'm getting you one for Mama's Day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're my
dog mom.
You're the bonfire mom.
You were the road mom this week, and you took care of me and Jay in a big way. You were there for us all the way.
Mama Bear.
Mama Bear.
It's not real. It's not real parenthood, though.
I felt so bad that you went you're like, oh, I have this show, and you went, and somehow I've just felt guilty about that, that I didn't know that you didn't have a show.
I didn't have a show, did I?
No, you rushed out of the creek. You thought you were on a 7 when you were on a 9.
I was so bummed, too.
I can't believe I haven't met your dog yet.
Dog.
That's bonkers, dude.
That was a left-hand turn.
I'm sorry, I was just thinking.
Me and
my fault.
Mike lived together
kinda...
for 7 years.
Yeah, we lived together for a long time.
How many times did you guys sleep together?
Well,
in the same
In the
bed?
same, sexually.
No.
Mike did go on the road with me, though, towards the end of my time of where my feature would be staying in the room with me.
We stayed in a lot of rooms together. We did a lot of yoga in our underwear.
It's true. But Diamond Dallas Page yoga, nothing gay.
DDP. Oh, yeah.
Remember?
You had to do the push
the
it up.
bang,
You had
yes.
to do the bang.
We Hulk it out.
Hulked it out.
We went to do local radio, and they were like, so what's it like? Like 2 guys out on the road doing stand-up, and we're like, we do a lot of yoga in our underwear.
Yep.
And that was it.
That was also me and Mike. Very shortly after weed was totally legal in Denver, we went to a dispensary and got a joint.
Oh my God!
The altitude, whatever, we smoked it together. We shouldn't. We should have. That should have been a 4-session weed smoking thing, and we just sucked one down, totally, and didn't talk. Just stared forward for a while, and then we went. We should order food. and we ordered from a Jimmy John's that was across the highway.
Love Jimmy John's.
So it's close, but it's across a highway.
Can't get to it.
You'd have to go up and around. So we were calling simply to ask if they deliver or if you have to pick it up. And we called, and I was on the phone for about 3 minutes of this conversation, like, so you'll deliver it? And they go, bring to you. And I'd go, yes, okay, so you will deliver. They go, hey, pick up at store. And I go, either or, and I'm choosing which one. They go, well, you bring to you? I go, I'd like you to bring it to me. He goes, pick up at store.
He goes, you bring it to me.
I'm not even high, and it's freaking me out.
It is, dude. It freaked me out. I went like this. It freaked me out, and I went like this. I went, and I put my phone on the bed, and then Mike had like a, dude, I know you're hot. You're just like, you're feeling a little high. He goes, let me call, like, relax, because I was like, I've never dealt with anything like that before. I've never dealt with it. And
a foreigner?
It wasn't a foreigner.
Bobby, it was.
You come to me, bring you.
I'm sorry, I'm going to do it with this pen. Dude, Mike called up. This made me laugh so hard. And 3 minutes later, when Mike goes, he goes, so you're bringing it here or we have to go there? He goes, I know what delivery is, but and he just goes, I just chucked his phone across the room.
I go, I understand the concept of delivery.
Yeah, so he goes, I get the concept of delivery. Do you do it? He goes, pick up here. Bring to you?
That was Denver Improv. That was one of our first roads together, and we smoked. And you did something you showed your love for me very early. Remember, I was drying a T-shirt,
and you slept together
on the thing, and it fell.
I do remember
a couple. My T-shirt fell off the balcony.
Can I ask a question?
And
did you guys kiss?
Well,
shut up, dude.
I'm just wondering.
I mean, we had
Look, there's a lot of people out there that if you open this door, you'll help them
for like a second.
All right, cool. Thanks.
For the years I was on the road with Jay, we called it the baton, where I was getting off featuring, and he was going on headlining, and we'd smooch quick as we were going.
Okay.
So we passed the baton.
All right, I'm cool.
My T-shirt fell over the side of the balcony, and Jay took multiple coat hangers and literally made a fishing hook and like spent adequate amount of time, like a long time,
Took us a while to
saving
get
my
this
T-shirt.
Hey, let me ask a question. Did they have an elevator in this hotel?
Yeah, but it landed on the roof of it's hard to explain.
It went off the side of the balcony to like the roof of the lobby level.
Oh, okay. So you'd have to climb up on the atrium.
We were smoking this insane joint, and Jay goes, "You're starting comedy late. Like you got to hit it the first time around. Like you don't have time to fuck up."
So Jay turned into like a scientific YouTuber.
I just got so scared.
By the way, that's the weed thing.
Like, oh my God.
That's when Lewis was upset at me for years when he was like a year, and he goes, "Hey, now that you're super stoned, what do you think of my comedy?" I go, "Your jokes suck, but you're really funny, and like so I'm not worried about your jokes being shitty."
He goes,
"No,
he goes, you're so much funnier than your jokes."
Oh my God!
He goes, "I can't wait till you like." But I liked it because I was like having that feeling.
It's a compliment.
You're like fucking Mickey at the beginning of Rocky.
Don't you?
But I
feel
need that.
I've always felt like with comedy, the thing is, whatever you're doing, you're taking some long way around to become the funny you were off stage before you start doing comedy. So I'm saying it's that. Like, if you're a funny person, like that's what I said. The same. I was telling Lewis the same thing. I go, you're like a hilarious dude, so it's like you'll figure this out. Like this is just you have to have experiences and things have to happen to like.
I quote you a lot when you say that. You said we're trying to be as funny as we were the second before we started doing it.
Yeah, and you got on stage and you were like, so hey.
And that's why Jay's one of the grandfathers of comedy.
I mean,
in New York.
I owe him. He's the grandfather.
Robert Kelly. Bobby's a little sour grapes. I know we only got about 5 minutes.
I remember we worked together in Connecticut one time at one of those Brad Axelrod gigs up at like a restaurant. And you grabbed me and you said, if my headshot ends up on this wall, fucking kill me. That's what you said.
Because it was all those guys. It was in Danbury, Connecticut, and Hat City. That's where they used to make all the hats in the country.
You and me. We did
I was the lady who was at that Kazi's place who was shitting on me. I said it was underneath the pictures of like Cindy the Cantaloupe Queen, and she was like, "Why can't you do comedy like Cindy the Cantaloupe Queen?"
Dude, I remember I looked up at that wall, and what's his name? The guy who used to dress up like a football guy,
balloons as like Bob his Nelson. Shoulder pads.
Bob Nelson. I was like, God bless him, but I was like, if I
Do you remember that?
Fucking kill me.
You go, look at me. If my picture ever ends up on this wall,
dude,
fucking kill me. It was like steak and a giggle.
You had to go up the staircase, but it was a staircase like fucking Lincoln's house. It was like this, like I couldn't fit. Like you heard creaking, and then you got up. It was like an attic with like original pine boards from the 1800s, and then all these fucking shitty comics. I mean, we did good.
Yeah.
We both fucking had great sets, but I was like, please get me the fuck out of here.
Mikey had a great one. He did a gig, and they gave him to go. At the end of the night, he was like, "Can I get some food?" And what did they
They gave me a Ziploc bag full of pulled pork.
Ziploc bag.
Not even like a fork or nothing. They just gave me a bag. And he goes, "Here, take this." And just slapped me in the chest with a bag of pork.
A Ziploc bag of pulled pork is such a funny thing.
Oh my
what do you
God.
possibly do with that?
That sounds good to me, though.
That was the one when the guy picked me up and he goes, "The owner said you were going to take me out to lunch and talk to me about comedy." Remember that? And I was like, dude, I got a call to make. He goes, "Oh, big time New Yorker doesn't have time to bring me to Panera to get a sandwich to talk, but I could come get you at the airport." And I was like, Jesus, all
Yeah,
right.
he said he goes, we hang out and have dinner or have lunch and talk to him about comedy. If that's all right. That's what he had a mission with the guy driving.
That was insane.
Bad shit.
Before my set, after the feature, he would go up on stage and he would say, "My daughter's in college. I really need you guys to buy drinks because this college is expensive, so please." And then he goes, "And now let's say a prayer for the troops." And we had to like, Our Father, kind of whatever. And then, "You guys ready for your headliner?" And then I had to go up.
Oh, and then wasn't it also the drinks were like
if you wanted to drink,
you had to swing a blinky light.
You know those circus?
It's crazy.
You know, like the glowy hair at the circus?
Yeah.
Each table had a cup with one of those, and if you wanted to drink, you had to fucking, I don't know, do like Burning Man fucking signals. And I'm up there trying to tell jokes.
Fucking comedy club owners are just mentally ill.
Oh my god,
dude, we got to get those things. The things the other night. We got Joey at the we get those and we put them on the table. That way you can see who needs a new drink.
The importance of them as a small business owner. Like your level of, especially again, like the coming up through comedy when you're not selling tickets and you're headlining. I've done that. Like there was a place, Courtney's or something I used to do in Albany. It was like a bar, but they would just give me money and give me a hotel room for the night. It was great. It wasn't like a bad gig. You're just like the idea that you're doing comedy in places where they don't want it. You shouldn't have to do it. But the owner of each place feels they're the center of the universe in some way.
They are.
They're a local business owner who makes a lot of money and has some pull in the town.
They probably get free food and
right.
So all kinds of stuff. So in their world, that was the Italian Villa East, the place that was out in Lancaster, PA. That guy.
I remember that.
That guy would sit there. That guy would he was so over Italian-y because it was an Italian restaurant with a comedy thing in the back.
Yeah.
And it was attached to that
We're
roadside
gonna make
motel.
you a carbonara tableside in a wheel of cheese.
But I've seen him where you can be like, "Hey man, I gotta drive back to New York. Like, can I get paid out?" And he does the thing where he has to like, you hear the fork and knife drop, and then like he has to slowly to his mouth. He goes, "I'm eating, but I understand you gotta go. Like, meet me in my office." Everyone's
Godfather,
like so serious.
I know that I'm here on the day of your the daughter's wedding. If I could get my check to go back to the comedy set, I have a late spot. Thank you.
May your first child
Puerto.
May your first child be a masculine one.
be a masculine one.
Hey, you're special.
Mm-hmm.
And is there a theme about it? What's the name of it? Do you have any of that stuff yet?
It's gonna be called "Don't Let Me Down."
Oh, that's great.
And
from the thing, yeah,
from the thing.
Beatles, yeah.
And but it plays. It's. I'm excited about it, and I'm ready for what's next. I'm already kind of like, I want to get this done and move on.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
a good spot to be when you're filming a you're like, all right, kill this, and you're ready to go.
Move on.
It's
yeah.
ready to be put down.
I got stuff I want to work on that's like now. You know what I mean? And it's just all this other stuff's like.
I have 2 new jokes. That's all I got. So, anyways, come see me this month. I got 2 new ones. That's my new special called
2 new ones.
2 new ones.
2 new ones.
And
Robert
around
Kelly.
55 minutes of old ones.
But who knows where those 2 new ones are going to be?
Ooh,
that's the fun.
That's right.
I think we just left a Spartan kick on the screen. Well, we got 2 more minutes left, Lou. I know we're doing the double. We're loading up. We're double loading the breaks. We're going down and do Bobby's show.
So nice to be back
at the cellar.
Yeah, we're doing the cellar tonight.
Awesome.
I'm excited to be coming down, man. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, Mike's going back to Connecticut 'cause he spent the last night with Merkface Andy Fiore.
I lived on his
He
couch.
stayed at his house.
How was it? Nice couch?
It actually was a nice couch.
Comfortable?
Yeah.
Oh, they
I don't know why I
talked
said
fish.
actually,
They talked
but-
fish until.
No, he went to bed. He conked out fast. He was pissed about the Rangers losing, so he didn't want to talk.
I'd love to talk fish. I would love for you to come to my house and talk fish with me tonight so I can get to sleep.
Yeah.
It's, by the way,
All right.
it's actually pretty funky to have somebody stay over your house and then say, I don't want to talk because the team just lost.
You just go to his bedroom and strum the guitar.
I think that San Francisco trip, Jay, was when I made you. We smoked weed, and I go, listen to this fish song. I really wanted you to like fish. I don't know why, but I go, I really want you to like fish. And you listen to the song. You stared at your phone the whole time. And I go, did you like this? And you go, yeah, I felt like I just chased a fucking gnome through the forest.
Jay
And I was
does
like, that's actually kind of the perfect explanation.
Jay does love fish. White fish.
Salad.
You know what I'd like to talk with you about is camping. I do a lot of camping.
Well, unfortunately, the show's over in 30 seconds.
Not today, and not on the
I
air.
100% will.
right,
I'd love to.
All right.
Mike Fenoy, again, check out the special. It's happening live, everyone. It's going down. You could be there. Fairfield Theater Company in Fairfield, Connecticut. 2 shows, 7, 9:30. MikeFenoy.com for tickets. Robert Kelly Live, Big J Comedy Live. And besides that, go
We'll see you
fuck
tomorrow.
yourself, basically.
The pop. I'm a sucker for you. The drops. And the riffs. That defined a decade. A channel with non-stop pop anthems from the 2010s. The 10 Spot, Channel 11, and in the SXM app, included with all trials and popular plans.
At Ethos Life, we busted all the myths about getting life insurance. Like myth number 1.
Life insurance? I can't afford that.
At Ethos, we have term life policies everyone can afford, with policies as low as $7 a month. Or myth number 2.
I have a life insurance policy through work. That's good enough.
With workplace coverage usually only equal to a year's salary, that won't nearly be enough to cover your family's ongoing and future expenses. A long-term, affordable policy from Ethos can give you the peace of mind that if something happens to you, your family is well covered for years to come. Myth number 3.
Getting life insurance? It's just too complicated.
At Ethos, our 100% hassle-free online process can give you a quote in seconds, application in minutes, and coverage in hours. With no medical exams or blood work needed, just answer a few health questions. Get your free online estimate at ethoslife.com. That's ETHOS life.com. Rates will vary based on age, underwriting, face amount, and type of policy.
Alright, I got a confession to make. I was afraid to cancel cable, but once I did, I couldn't believe I took so long to do it. Paying too much for my cable bill had become a habit. I wasn't getting what I wanted, I never knew where to find any of my shows, and the prices just kept going up. Thankfully, I discovered a new way to watch called Philo. For just $25 a month, I can watch all my favorite shows on networks like BET, MTV, VH1, Discovery, Lifetime, AMC, Hallmark, and TLC. It even has Nickelodeon for my kids. And I can watch anytime I want, anywhere I want. Add Philo's unlimited DVR and up to 3 streams at once, and it's truly the best deal on TV. I wish I hadn't waited so long. But once I did, I couldn't believe I took so long to do it. Sounds too good to be true? Well, don't take my word for it. Try it out for yourself. Go to philo.tv, that's philo.tv, and use promo code WATCH50, that's WATCH50, to get 50% off your first month.
Do you ever have trouble telling your mom just how much you love her? Sure, she makes you crazy. That's what moms do. She says, you don't call enough. So what would make her happy? What does she really want? Well, if you ask my mom, she thinks I should put up a neon sign in Times Square and say, Mom, I love you. You're the best mom ever. Since you can't do that, I've got the answer for this Mother's Day. Hi, it's me, Steven Singer. Yeah, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. My brand new neon green 24-karat gold dip rose will light her up. This is the first of my brand new neon colored roses. Don't miss out on this vibrant neon green 24-karat gold dip rose. The only rose that lasts forever, just like your mom's love. This collection starts at just $59. Take advantage of free shipping while you can and get a personalized Mother's Day card from you, all with a full lifetime guarantee included for free. Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.
Jordan and Sam Roberts.
I don't think Titanic sucked. It was horrible. I did get caught crying at it recently, which was...
Recently?
The old bitch was hateable. Throwing all that money into the ocean. She's hateable.
You shouldn't be crying at that movie in this millennium.
I totally agree.
Something's happening to you with the turbulence and the emotions.
I'm a woman. I'm a menopausal, fucking blubber-sided woman.
Yeah.
It's Jim and Sam. Weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern, or listen anytime with the SiriusXM app. California's Country Music Festival is back on SiriusXM.
Stagecoach 2023. Stagecoach 23, take me there!
Featuring a special Music Girl happy hour from the festival grounds.
Backstage interviews.
And live performances all weekend from Kane Brown,
Lainey Wilson,
Old Dominion,
and many more. Starting Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific.
exclusively on the highway.
SiriusXM Channel 56.
And on the SXM app.
Yes, we do have availability. Those dates for how many guests?
Andrea's Boutique Hotel is the destination to tie the knot.
Oh, you want the whole property?
She needs an assistant to catch the bookings bouquets.
249 guests, huh? Oh, and 3 dogs.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Feeling boxed in by cable? Now's the time to break free from that overpriced TV bill and switch to Philo. With Philo, you'll get 70+ channels live and on demand, plus an unlimited DVR, all for just $25 a month. You'll get the same channels you love, like AMC, Discovery, Hallmark Channel, Lifetime, MTV, Nickelodeon, TLC, VH1, and more, all for a fraction of the cost of cable. And the unlimited DVR lets you save tons of your favorite movies and shows for a year, so you can catch up on your schedule. That's endless entertainment at your fingertips. Best of all, switching to Philo could save you hundreds of dollars a year on your TV bill, making cutting the cord a no-brainer decision. You can even try Philo free for the first week, and because there's no contract, you can cancel at any time. But you probably won't, because who doesn't love saving money? So think outside the box and stay within your budget. Sign up with Philo today. It's super easy and takes way less time than calling your cable company to cancel your subscription. Visit philo.tv/cutthecord to get started today.
Hi, this is professional golfer Mark O'Mara. When it came to building my personal putting green, I called Celebrity Greens, the leader in customized synthetic golf greens. Celebrity Greens designed an amazing backyard green for me and a synthetic lawn area for my dogs that looks and acts just like natural grass. You can't beat Celebrity Greens' attention to detail and exceptional customer service. Learn how to create a championship putting green in your own backyard. Call the pros at Celebrity Greens, 1-888-507-7960, or visit them online at celebritygreens.com.
Invita's Precision Second Opinion is disrupting the world of late-stage cancer in a positive way. Sandy, Archie, and Jan all had something in common. Late-stage colon, prostate, and breast cancers that didn't have targeted treatment options. Invita's precision technology has given them their lives back. I'm Dr. Dino Prado, and I personally welcome you to utilize our Precision Second Opinion and discover if Invita is right for you. Visit us at Invita.com.
At Landstar, you decide what to haul, where to run, when to go home, and when you're ready to load out. There's no forced dispatch. Landstar owner-operators call the shot. Plus, exclusive Landstar savings put thousands in fuel, tires, and other operational costs back in your wallet. Make the drive to Landstar for access to thousands of available loads and technology tools that can put more profit in your pocket. Call us today at 877-472-0099 or visit leasetolandstar.com.
And now back to the bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Robert Kelly.
Well, me and Mike stayed
with 2 bald men covering Jay.
We're doing a camping show about the woods.
I love
it out there. That was a three-way bald dissing what you guys just did. You got me out of that room.
That's right.
You got me out of the room.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our caller, first-time caller, long-time listener. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, guys, it's Jay Oakerson, first-time, long-time.
Where are you calling from, Jay?
I'm calling from right downstairs outside smoking a cigarette. You see, Lou doesn't understand math. And everything falls to shit.
You agreed with my bad math.
That was crazy bad math. Lou.
That was stupid. I think I heard double the first number when you guys were doing the fucking
I've
math on
never
this.
seen Jacob that mad. I mean, he was like, it was funny because he was controlling it. He was like, "Well, what? How much time did you do?" And poor Lou was going 6:35, 6 seconds. He's like, "Yeah, there's 3.5 more minutes, Lou."
He's like, you can get a good look at a T-bone, but it's got to be your bowl.
Watching the wheels turn was incredible.
Yeah, well, it was. I felt bad for Lou. Lou was trying to add real quick.
I should have just wrote it down and figured it out.
Hey, you know what, Lou? You were trying to work things out, man.
It was almost kind of like you knew it was wrong, but you waited until the end of the show and then called him out, like sometimes you do to your wife, kind of. You know what I mean?
I wish I was up there. I'm getting mobbed by people out here. Yes, hello. Yes. Hold your wife's tit. Okay. Honk, honk. What's going on up in the studio? Is it wild up there?
It's going crazy up here. We actually got an audience up here. We're in the fishbowl right now. Hey guys, settle down real quick.
What song you want to hear, Jay?
Let's see. I'd like to shout out to my girl Christine. I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner.
She's up here. She misses you, Jay.
You should get her a gold dipped rose.
This is a long distance. Shout out here. Long distance dedication.
Hey, Christine, this goes out to you from your man Jay, who's downstairs smoking cigarettes
and grabbing tits. Apparently,
I wish I was smoking with you.
Oh, well, you will be soon.
Take 2 drags for your girl Christine.
Give it up
honk.
for Christine and Jay.
Good post, Mike. You hit the post. Good, dude.
I know what I'm doing, bro. This is going to be my when you guys do a spin-off.
A spin-off.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. We got your special is happening. When?
May 6th.
And where?
Fairfield Theater Company.
And how many shows?
2.
And what time?
7 and 9:30.
And what's the name of it?
Fairfield Theater Company.
No, the name of the special.
Don't Let Me Down.
Don't let us down. Go check out the special.
MikeFinoia.com. FINOIA.
And this is the real ending.
Yes, this is the real ending.
Bobby, where can people find your dates, Bob?
Out here.
Big Jay
Someone's pulling a gun on me.
Oh,
Someone's
God.
pulling a gun on me out here.
Jay.
Yo, I don't have any money, sir.
At Kids Place Live, we know that being an adult is a lot. But if you can keep the car moving, we'll take care of the rest. We have interactive games. You did it! You're our newest champion! Award-winning music for every member of the family. And if that weren't enough, the reviews are in.
We just wanted to let you know what an amazing job you're doing.
It's Kids Place Live, every day on SiriusXM Channel 78 and available on the SXM app, included with all our trials and popular plans.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better." Unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Ethos is changing the life insurance industry, not just with their technology, but with a commitment to making life insurance accessible for everyone. They treat you like a person, not a number.
Thanks to Ethos, our family has the peace of mind knowing that should something terrible happen, our future is secure.
Ethos made getting the policy that's right for our family easy and hassle-free.
I couldn't believe how easy it was. I answered a few simple questions, and within minutes, Ethos provided me with a range of policy options and an estimate of what it was going to cost us. No unnecessary doctor's visits, no fine print, no hassle, and no upselling financial products I don't want or need.
Oh, it was simple. I did it all from my phone while I waited in line for coffee.
Life insurance gave us peace of mind.
Take the hassle out of getting life insurance. For your free personalized quote, go to ethoslife.com. That's ETHOS life.com. ethoslife.com.
Are you ready to